Okay, you guys, so look. Okay, so you already saw them, so we're not gonna belabor the point, but here are the Christmas trees. That's where you hang your jewelry from. We're gonna go ahead and just get started. So I'm gonna do a red pear and then a green ombre pear. Okay, so I'm just using regular red paint. You get your Christmas red of a shade you love. I love a bright red. This is actually just regular basic red. That's what it says, red from Craft Smart, okay? Okay, so then we're probably gonna need to do 2 coats depending on how much it soaks into the wood, or you could do a rustic kind of tree where you can still see some color, you know, some of the wood grain through there. Totally up to you how you want to do your Christmas tree. But I want like a deep red, okay? Some people would say paint in the direction of the wood grain or paint in the same direction. Totally up to you. Looks like a schoolhouse, doesn't it? And I am gonna paint the front and the back. I'm gonna give this some time to dry because this is a pretty thick coat of paint. You got it? Okay. And if your Dollar Tree doesn't have Christmas trees, just get Santa Clauses, get the gingerbread man, whatever you can find, get the snowman. You still can get the same effect even if you don't have the trees. Because I was at one Dollar Tree before and they didn't have the trees. They had snowmen and Santa. But I didn't have the earring idea until I saw the trees. And I think you can order online too. I've never ordered from Dollar Tree online, but I've seen where people do that. What I'll try to do is when I see stuff, tell you about it so you can maybe try to get it from a Dollar Tree around you. But keep in mind, I think I shared this with somebody in the comments. I found these at a Dollar Tree that's 45 minutes from where I live because I'm always driving out of town just to go take my 18-year-old. We just like to go on adventures. And so we literally said, let's go to the Dollar Tree in Elizabethtown. That's a small town about 45 minutes away. So maybe you'll find some of the things that people post, if you're able to, gas-wise and time-wise, to go to a Dollar Tree outside your area. So I'm going to go get a different brush so we can do the green. And we're going to do a mix of the dark green and the Grinch green. That's not what this is called. Skip that. Sour Apple Green by Americana. And this is Holly Green by Americana. Okay, so we're going to kind of do an ombre effect. Okay. I was laughing because my son and I, we're always doing something. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to... I'm being random, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. So let's put this green down and then we're going to do some light green swirls through it. Okay. I love it. These are these are just total traditional colors. Ooh, look how pretty. Okay. Look how pretty. And you still have time to sell these. So like if you're like, look, I want to make some money. You want to make some money for Christmas. You still have time to get these sold, and don't overthink it. Like when I was selling jewelry, again, I think y'all know that was my first business, but when I was selling jewelry, I had a basket. I kept it full, kept stuff made, and I would just take it with me to work. I would go to different office spaces. When I was in college, I would go to the different offices on campus and just ask if they wanted to look through my basket. It does take courage, not gonna lie, but business takes courage. So, you know, you could just go to different businesses and ask people, have you already gotten your stocking stuffers? Have you gotten your white elephant gift? Have you gotten your coworkers their gifts yet? And just start selling that way. You'd be surprised in insurance sales right now during our trainings, they call this the festive season. So this is where people are in a festive mood. They're in a spending mood. Some companies have to spend money by the end of the year to get their budget money spent because they want their budget to be renewed for next year. So think outside the box. Think nursing homes. Think parties. Think Friendsgivings. So think open house. Have your own open house and invite people over. Have some quick little those Christmas shaped cakes they have at the store that I wouldn't eat. Right? But Christmas cookies I would eat. I wouldn't eat the little Christmas cakes because they're just like a bunch of sugar. But and not because I have the best eating habits. I just don't like stuff that has frosting all over it. So think of having your own open house while people are on Christmas and holiday break. And you can do all this stuff from the Dollar Tree. So think about, you have your Dollar Tree jewelry making supplies, and then you have your Dollar Tree snacks. You have your Dollar Tree, what is that, sparkling grape juice. People told me that's really good. I haven't had it, but I've heard it's really good. So now let's do a couple of just swirls through here. I think I'm going to do them straight down instead of across, but I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Y'all, I make this up as I go. So that's probably why it always seems random because, hey, it's art. We're just making it up as we go along. So I'm just going to put a little dot because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. But because I'm thinking Christmas tree, I'm going to go this way as if it's a decoration or like a garland, okay? And you're going to have people that don't like what you make. I had this lady comment that said she wasted 45 minutes of her time watching my tacky shower curtain ring earrings. And I was like, ooh, and I told her, I said, it seemed like you woke up in a bad mood. Like, I hope your day gets better. Woke up bitter. I'm like, what happened? But so everybody's not going to like what you make, right? And that's okay. Sometimes I've made stuff and didn't like it. Right? Like, ugh, like that did not turn out as I expected. Okay. So it's okay. Everything's not for everybody. So I'm going to do one more little scoop across there. And I'm literally putting like not even, I'm going to take some of that off. Just a little doodad of paint. Okay. Okay, so let's let those dry. And I haven't decided on the design yet either of how we're going to layer the, because these are winter wonderland, right? So we're going to have some snow looking stuff. I had thought about buying the spray snow from the Dollar Tree, but I watched a review on it. And the lady said it was kind of messy and gets everywhere. So we're just going to do our snow with some type of like brush where we can flick the white snow on there. So I need to figure out next. I know I wanted to do one of the gingerbread men, but they're going to take up a lot of space. So I got to figure that out. But anyway, I got these from Dollar Tree. They have these this year because I saw them. I got those last year. These are coffee-shaped stickers. I also thought about putting on here, and I used these to make earrings last year. They still have these at Hobby Lobby. They were $2.49, and Hobby Lobby was having a 50% off sale. I'm not sure if they're still having it, so you could basically get those for $1.50. You already know I got these randomly at a Dollar Tree. I got these at a Dollar Tree that's about an hour from where I live. We were up in the Viewplay Arena area, and I had those. I got those. I did not see these this year at Hobby Lobby, but I was rushing through the store as well. But if you can find these, they'll be 98 cents because, again, everything's 50% off. I got these from Hobby Lobby, so we may do those. I think I might need something a little smaller because these are really big. But anyway, we're going to figure it out. Keeping in mind, these are statement earrings. They're going to be huge. Everything on them is going to be huge. They're going to be large, okay? So that doesn't mean they're going to be heavy because these are all light items. But anyway, we're going to let these dry and then we'll be back. I'm only going to do this one coat on the back, and I'm not going to do the sides because I don't feel like it's that necessary. The front is going to be the focal point. So I don't think the sides are as important, so I'm not going to paint those. You can if you want to, but I just don't think it's that big of a deal. Now, if it was a different kind of wood blank, see these sides look a little finished. But again, your designs are going to be hanging off and the focal point and the star of the show because they're so large. That's why I don't think it's important. Ooh, I think a black Christmas tree would be pretty too. Like if you want to do black with white designs or like a gingerbread design. If you're not able to find the trees and you have to do the gingerbread man, I think that would be pretty if you did like the brown or the chocolate. So let me go wash this brush and then we're going to paint these backs. Be right back. Oh, forgot I have a thing of water right here. Just need a paper towel. Be right back. I noticed that the red paint is really thick. I don't know if it's because it's newer, whereas this one's kind of loosey-goosey. But I do like the thickness of the paint. So that might be something to consider when you're making and selling your jewelry. What type of quality paint you want. But sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get. I guess because they all have different viscosities depending on the batch they were made in, the brand, etc. Because the Liquitex paint in the tube is really thick. So if you like that type of paint, which is probably really good for canvases, then definitely get that. But I don't like the Liquitex paint for jewelry in terms of the tubes. The bottles, yes. The tubes, no. Okay. Cuties. Okay, so I wasn't going to do the sides, but then I noticed that it looks unfinished on these green ones. I'll go back and check the red ones, but maybe because the green is so dark, it's going to make me have to do it. So let's do that right quick. So I'm just going to do it with the extra paint that's on the brush. I'm not going to go back and get extra paint. That way, it should dry relatively quickly. And it's not my hands that are shaking when these things are moving from side to side. These things are pointing. So I'm trying to grasp it from a place that's not poking my fingers. I know somebody's looking at the screen screaming, "You missed a spot." So I'll go back and check, but for now, that's going to be good, okay? And then I don't think I'm going to add any of the green to the back because I want to be able to denote the front from the back, okay? So that's why you're doing maybe one coat on the back and then a double coat. I think I'm gonna need one more coat of the red on the front, just for my liking. Because even though I like it, I can still see some of the wood grain showing through. So I'm probably gonna do one more coat after this dries on the front of the reds. And then we'll get started with the design. But while these are drying, let's go ahead and paint the gingerbread men. Now, you could leave your gingerbread men plain if you want to. And I was going to buy gingerbread man stickers, but I was like, how wasteful is that when there's 800,000 gingerbread men in here? I'm just kidding. There's 14. And so I just thought it would be pretty wasteful to buy something instead of just painting it, even though it might be a little bit more time consuming. So I'm just looking for the fronts. And aren't they just so cute? I love gingerbread men. Not to eat, but just gingerbread men designs. I love nutcrackers. My daughter said the nutcrackers are weird, but I think they are just so funny. So I'm going to get a different brush so we don't accidentally get any muddied green or red on the gingerbread men. Okay, so we're going to use, ooh, Milk Chocolate. What a cute name. Milk Chocolate, Craft Smart paint for the gingerbread man. I'm going to try to put details on them. I don't know about faces. I'm not great at faces. I wish I was, but we'll see. But I think they may just be cute. Brown with the little, you know, zigzags that go on gingerbread men or whatever. Let's see. Again, I don't know where this design is going. I just know it's going. Pooh, did your classmate reply?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's paint the milk chocolate gingerbread men. They are so cute. So we're going to do 2 coats on the front and the back just to make sure. I thought I had a darker brown, but then when I looked at this one, I was like, well, this is a decent brown. I haven't started using my new brushes yet. Matter of fact, I'm not exactly sure where they are. I think they're over there in that bag, that Dollar Tree bag. And you can use anything you have to hold your gingerbread men down, or you could use your hands. I'm just tired of getting paint on my hands. I bought some gloves. They're probably in that same bag with the brushes. Because I don't like messy crafts. I don't know about you, but this is about as messy as it gets for me. Like paper mache or anything you have to touch without gloves is a no for me. Some people too, I used to watch this young lady that made a lot of earrings, but just over time stopped watching. But she coats her wood blanks with Mod Podge first, which she said gives like a smoother adhesion, but also probably prevents your paint from soaking into the wood, which means you could do you could do fewer coats because you wouldn't have to worry about the wood soaking up the paint. So if that's something you want to give a try, I tried it and I didn't like the effects necessarily. I felt like it took longer for the paint to dry, but I also just didn't love the effects of it. But I think whatever works for you is what's important, because again, this is your design. So we're gonna let that dry. They're so cute. And you could do a girl and a boy, or you could just do a boy gingerbread man, or you could do a unisex gingerbread man, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be a bow or a dress. It could just be plain gingerbread man. Okay, so we're going to set them over to the side. I don't know how to paint bows, so mine are probably just going to be basic gingerbread men. I'm going to go ahead and do the second coat on the red, so then we can start the designs once the gingerbread men are dry. So we're just going to do one more coat at the front, and I'm gonna do it fairly thick. Okay. You guys, only because I'm not an expert gingerbread man painter, we're gonna keep it simple. So you're gonna need a little brush, and I'm just gonna do some zigzags like we normally see on gingerbread people. At least I'm gonna try to. Let's see. And I'm literally just moving my brush in like a zigzag pattern so that you'll be able to tell that he's a gingerbread man. Okay? So I'm just gonna do him like that. I might try to put a face on him, but I'm not exactly sure, but he's cute enough. Or we could put him on the tree as a decoration, okay? And you're gonna need a really fine brush and a fine tip to do it. You could use a dotting tool for this too, but I didn't go looking for my miniature dotting tool. So for now, good enough. We're just gonna let them dry. And then we're gonna come back because I kind of had an idea for these with this, what is this called? Christmas light gemstones to go across the trees this way. So trying to figure out how I'm gonna attach them. These are sticky, but I think I still need some type of glue or at least little dots of glue on the back so they don't raise up. Then I'm gonna sit something heavy on them so they stay down. Okay, so I'm gonna use the liquid adhesive from Dollar Tree only because these are really tiny. This has a narrow point, and I think it'll make it easier. So now I'm just checking to see if we want it, because remember we talked about a winter wonderland. So I wanted to put some snowflakes. And we're building on the design because literally, I don't ever know what I'm going to do when I get started. I just kind of know I want to do a winter wonderland theme. What does that look like? Who knows? That's why it's art. So I'm going to turn it around where you can see it. I'm just trying to lay out the design. Oh, these have like a little peel stick off to that. Okay. There's 3 different colors in here. So there's silver, blue, and white. Okay, so the other thing I think I want to do is like snow tips and some like white on here. I don't have the best brush for stippling, and I don't want to spray paint all over the place, so let me see. So what I want to do is I'm just gonna stipple some white. I want to make it look like there is snow on here. Y'all, I'm so hungry. I think that's why I'm getting stuck on my words, and I'm talking too fast. So, ooh. Okay, don't get sidetracked. So if you have a stipple brush, that's great. That's one of those brushes where you can just dot down like that. I have a fan brush, but I don't necessarily have a stipple brush. I have these two, and I have this one, but you gotta have something really sharp, like, so when you go to dot it down. So let's do this one, because once it gets wet, it's only going to do but so much. So there's a sheet of paper over here off to the side, and I'm just dotting like the heavier part of the, so see, I just want it to look like it has snow, okay? Because we're trying to stay, we're staying within the Wonderland theme. So doesn't that seem Christmassy and Wonderlandy? I love it. So we may not do blue only because that doesn't really tie in, and we have white, so we want to stick with white. Okay. And let's say you get too much of the snow effect or the white effect on there, you could always go back over it with green if you want to. Or match them up so that way you don't have to worry about it. Okay. I think this one needs a little bit more, maybe one little spot right there. Okay, so that's enough of that. So the little gingerbread men, they're drying. So while these are drying, maybe we'll stick some eyes on them. Which I am kind of nervous about messing them up because they're so cute already, but it's paint. We could always paint them back over brown if we don't love it. Let me get the black paint. I'll be right back. Okay, so got the black paint. Let's see if I can make them look whimsical. I know people normally would do a black dot and then put like a little white dot in the center of it. Ooh. Okay, let's just hope he comes out cute. I'm going to turn them around so you can see them. Oh my gosh, so cute. So now we just need to give them a mouth. Which we could use our small brush we had a second ago. This one. And let's use some of the red paint. I'm just doing like a upside down U to make a smile. Oh my gosh, they're cute. Okay, so we're gonna leave them alone. Because sometimes we keep messing with stuff and then we mess it up. So we're gonna leave them alone, let them dry. We're gonna let the snow on the Christmas trees dry. And then we're gonna place, because the reason why I want them to be Winter Wonderland-y is I want them to have raised, like I want them to be kind of like 2D, right? With raised things off of them. So I'm kind of thinking we're going in that direction. Did you call me, Miriam? No. Oh, okay. Okay, anyway, that's what we're going for. We're going to get there. We're almost there. Don't scream. I did one off camera because my iPad died. So I had to charge it up for a few minutes, but I wanted to go ahead and do one of them so I could kind of get an idea of where we're going with the design. I got paint on my shirt. This is my fun shirt anyway. So this is what it looked like when I stopped a second ago to go let everything dry. And then, oh my gosh, look how cute they turned out. They're so sweet. So that's going to be for the red pear. And so I also kind of have an idea of where we're going with the red pear. But drum roll, close your eyes. We're not finished. And if you don't like it, I know everything isn't for everybody. So let me try to. Okay, so voila. Oh my gosh, is it not gorgeous? So we're going to do this one together, but I didn't want to hold us up trying to figure out what the design was going to be, but I think it is just such a beautiful earring. It will make a great brooch. It will make a great necklace centerpiece. It'd make a beautiful ornament. So you get to decide, but I think it came out really pretty. So these were really simple to put on, but they are super sticky, which is not a bad thing at all. So again, I got these from Hobby Lobby, but what I recommend, I'm not going to do it now because that's going to be in part. I'm going to do this earring. We're going to finish them all up in part 2. But if and when you go pick these up from the store, they're super sticky. You want to be gentle how you're pulling them off the paper. And then when I go to do this one, I'm going to show you how to do it. And what I did was I just put a little bit of the glue we got from the Dollar Tree on the back of the little bulbs. And then that way, I didn't have a whole bunch of glue that had to dry. I'm still getting so much use out of these that I got from the Dollar Tree. Be sure to look up by the register at your Dollar Tree when you go in there. So I'm thinking that these are pretty hot. I mean, say less. I personally like them. That looks like a little present, although that wasn't what I was going for. But I just think they look so pretty. And I use the silver snowflakes instead of like the blue and the white, because I feel like that just gave us great coverage. So pretty. So I'm trying to make sure I get it in the light for you. But so we're going to do this one together. I just did one so we'd have a goodbye. So I will see you on part 2. Be ready. And then we're going to, I already have the direction that we're going with this beauty. So she's going to have her, one of these mugs. And then she's going to have her little gingerbread man. And then I think I'm going to have some of the red in here too. But I also am going to have like the holly berries and that type of jazz, the candy cane. So we're almost ready with our Winter Wonderland earrings. I'm still going to also do snow on these. So I'm going to do that off camera too, since I already showed you how to do that. And then we come back, they'll already be done, and we'll start putting them together, and we'll get them finished in part 2. So okay, God bless you. Since we're still here, I was like, let me just go ahead and show you. So I've got the snow peaks on the red ones. So we're going to let them dry. So when we come back, we'll be able to place the design and keep going together, okay? All right. Oh, I just realized I was off camera. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. And so even though the gingerbread man has a cream colored body, it's all going to tie in. It's going to be pretty. Okay. So I will see you on part 2. That'll give time for everything to dry. And we'll do this design together on this one. And they are going to be fabulous. Okay.